Alright, if you watched my last video on SPY for alternative wave interpretation, then I wanted to go ahead and make a video just in case SOFI, if that happens, then what SOFI would probably do. So this would be a little bit different than the last video. The last video I would have this as the C wave going into the B wave. If it follows a SPY pattern and we do correct this week, then I would be looking for it to be more like this. This would be a wave. This would be a B wave. And then we would have a C wave somewhere down in here. Maybe let's say June 6th to the 10th. So let's say C down here, and then that would be the overall B wave. So we'd have A, B, C, B, and then we would get this move higher, and this move higher might take longer to play out. It could be something like this. Let's see, June 7th. We're only on the 2 hour. Let's see on the daily. So it could be A, B, C down here, and then we could have a move that takes us all the way to earnings on the 11th, I think. And maybe this will give us an opportunity to go higher. So it's definitely a possibility based on the chart that I just gave you with SPY that we do the same thing. On SPY I have this going this is alternative A, B, and then C for the D wave out here at the start of August. Something happened like that here. We would melt up into earnings, and I don't know how high we would go. We could go all the way to the 1.61 fib. So we could go all the way and match this top, or maybe go up to 950 or so. So from 640, and it takes us 2 months to get to like 950 around early August going into earnings. Or we hit that top in early August and fall into earnings for the first wave down on this Z wave, which now would probably be somewhere out here in September if this is correct on the alternative theory for SPY. So just something to look out for, because the more I looked at this B wave, the more it kind of seems like it's not really that impulsive. It looks more like a B wave to me. We'll see on Tuesday, but it almost looks like we do have an A, B, and then if SPY were to fall, we would have a C wave down here, and then we go up for the overall B wave. So either way, it's going to go higher. It's just the time period and how it's going to play out. Not 100% sure on, so I'm going to give you guys an alternative Elliot wave pattern. So again, A, B, C, B, and then we'd have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the overall B wave, which would match right in this area for SPY. And then, like I've been saying on SOFI, I still think that it's going to go way lower again and possibly breach the all-time low based on this chart. And you can see the E wave would take us down to 338. But then if you bought SOFI at the all-time low and we started melting up, you would be able to, triple, quadruple your money. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think that if you're in SOFI right now, depending on if you're swing trading or if you're long-term investing, you could sell between $8.50 and $10 and rebuy lower. But that's just up to you, however you want to play it. You could do covered calls as well. But this is a little bit different than the one I had. The other one I have is A, B, C up in this area. But I kind of like this one better because we have A, B, C, If you sold some covered calls here, you can take profit right here, and then you can just ride it up. You can buy more shares, ride it up into early August, sell, and then wait for the fall in the overall market, and then rebuy. So just an alternative explanation. Let me know what you think in the comments, and just be prepared on your own. Like, just know where your stop losses are, and be prepared for either scenario. The good thing is that we're going to go higher either way, in my opinion. So if it takes a little bit longer, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Just accumulate more shares. So there is the alternative, and I'll keep you guys updated next week.